All right, guys, we're going deep on this one tonight. I'm taking a break from reading the Beardology book, and I'll sprinkle those in through the daily vlog. What stories are you currently living over and over again in your life? The past few days, I've been talking to multiple people, and the same thing keeps coming up. And it reminds me of a time that I did write about in my book of the stories I believe. Over the holiday weekend, I spent several hours with my coach, my wife, a few hours with her coach, and my coach pointed something out to me that was completely right in my face, made me go back to this whole position of the stories that you tell yourself as a dad, as a man, as a husband, those turn into your belief. And then you start to have these habits and things that you do with your beliefs get you the results that you get. I had been talking about results that I was not getting, that I was seeking, that I've been working on. And do you hear how you're saying those things? As soon as he said, I recognized. And I was like, no, you're right. The words that I'm speaking, the words that are coming off my tongue are not speaking in a way that are going to yield those results. So, how do your stories show up in your life? Right? It's not your job, not motivation. It's that your wife doesn't understand you. It's not that your kids won't listen to you. It's none of those things. And I know some of you guys are saying, Paul, that's crazy. You don't know my story. You don't know that my parents are fat. You don't know that my wife's annoying. You don't know any of that. Here's the truth. I don't need, because if you don't have the results that you want in your life, it's you, brother. It's you. It's me. I launched a program last year and it just didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. I had guys that were bitching about it and they didn't like this, they didn't like that, whatever. It just did not go how I envisioned it in my head. I spent so much time telling the story of how this program was not working. So many of you men want this result, but you don't want to change your story. You're not willing to change your beliefs in that story. So, how can we get the result that we're seeking if we are constantly prophetically speaking against the thing that we want? Consider that for a minute. Are you telling yourself that you're overweight because your parents are fat? Oh, it's genetics. Or you're like, you just turned 40. You're like, all my friends are 40. They all stopped working out, go hit around a golf, but they got their golf shirt with their belly that fits right into it. No muscle tone. We're just getting older, man. That's just how it is. I got low testosterone, man. I'm getting older. That's normal. It's just not like it used to be, man. It's not like it was when we were younger and we couldn't keep our hands off of each other. We got kids. We got the business. We got the job. We got the house. We got the dog. It's not the same. These stories, Joe, are what's holding me. I'm not a fucking influencer. God has put upon my life to go out and help. I started at the fire. My wife has people turn their health around in our clinic. I am a part of that. I'm not here to accept your stories or your limiting beliefs. I'm here to challenge you so that you can challenge yourself and get the things that you want to do, not tell you what I've done. I'm here to give you the framework to win in your life. Not tell you to do exactly how I did it. I teach you the framework. And in my program, we teach you these frameworks. So when guys ask me, Paul, you're not a personal trainer, you're not a bodybuilder. So why are guys losing 30 pounds in your program? Because the story that they're telling themselves changes, which then changes the belief that they had about what they could and couldn't do, which then gets them the result. Because the story that they're telling themselves about their wives and their marriage and their kids, that story changes, their belief changes. And then the result is different. How are you going to ever be a positive father if the first thing you do after you take a piss in the morning is look in the mirror and call yourself a piece of shit? Or when things don't go your way, you call yourself a dummy or whatever it is. How are you supposed to maintain positive mindset. It will not happen, guys. So that's the coolest thing that I get to witness, not only in my own life, other men and dads' lives too. Guys come in, their beliefs shift by telling the truth, by getting real and raw with themselves. They start to shift those stories. Then they start to get in shape. Then their marriages turn around. Then their kids start listening. Then all the things start to take place. That's how this game works. That's how you get motivated, because it's not a lack of motivation. It's not your schedule, not that you're too busy. You're just going to keep showing up as the irritable dad, yelling at your kids, yelling at your wife, taking stuff out on your wife, taking stuff out on your teeth, and blaming your parents' genetics for why you have the dad. So listen, guys, you can keep telling these stories to yourself all damn. And these stories are programs that somewhere in our life have been put into us, and we've started to believe it. And we've started to allow society to pour into us in a negative way. The dad bod across the board is 100% proof of that. Do you know how big of an industry that is? You guys continue to get up day after day telling these same stories, wondering why your life won't change, wondering why this thing won't work out. As soon as you say you're going to try it out. I'll try your program out. I'll try and follow what you're telling me. You've already accepted the story that you've been running every day in your life. Can you guys grasp this? We could spend a whole weekend on this framework. Let's just see what happens. Already lost. If that's what you're saying, already lost. And why are you guys so prone to that type of mentality? Because of the stories you've ran and the societal impact it's had on you. That's how you run. Why do you think it is on social media, the negative stuff, or mainstream media, the negative stuff gets the most hits? Why do you think you go into ChatGPT and you type, give me a negative hook, and that's what keeps people's attention? Put a negative hook on this, a negative description, and a negative photo, it'll get more views. Why do you accept that? Because we shouldn't accept that. We shouldn't allow negativity to come into ourselves, because we are the leader of the home. You want to fix a marriage? You start with the man. You want to fix a broken family? You start with the man. We allow this, and we accept it, and we live it. And then we go, why in the hell is this not working out? Because those are the words that you're speaking. Those are the things that you're thinking. And that is what you're accepting. Now, what I've done for you in this video is I've given you the green M&M. And if you don't know what that means, I've now turned your mind on to the fact that you speak so negatively to yourself that if you said that to another guy in public, he'd kick your ass. Be careful what you can. Be careful what you speak from the tongue. Start paying attention. How are you speaking to your wife? How are you speaking to your? How are you speaking to your coworker? How are you speaking to yourself? Start with that framework. Start to put those stories and watch your beliefs, habits, and results. Stop trying shit out. Stop. Let's see if it'll work. I'll give it a shot. No, you've already lost. If someone tells me I'll give it a shot, or let's just see what happens, I don't even accept it in my program. You've already lost. You're going to say it doesn't work because you've already said it. You guys see why tours and coaches are so important? I've been in it for a few years. I've been trying to do it on a big level to help men get the results they want. I've paid thousands of dollars over it. And I still have to shift this frame sometimes for myself. The benefit is my community they get someone like me showing up for them, wanting them to win, giving them the tools to go do it in their life. So if you're interested in that, drop a comment, we'll get you plugged in. But you're not going to get plugged in if you try it out. So until then, dominate daily.